Welcome back for the second half of the Mustangs from Minnesota against the Tigers from Missouri. And we have a 38-13 game, and here we have a little bit of enthusiasm there for the Mustangs. And with me is Patrick McCoy, and this is Rob Rowan, and you're on xable.com watching some great action here of college wheelchair basketball finals. Can't ask for any better than this, can you? Missouri blew the ball, and they are trying to score some baskets. A long three. Is that a three or is that a two? That's a two, and that was a beautiful shot. And that was number 23 who put that in. And John Gilbert, who had 2 points, and now he has 4. The shot. Chris misses the basket with the rebound again. Misses again. He can't buy it. He's only had 1 point, and it's on a foul shot. He cannot buy a field goal today. I just don't know what. But he has been a defensive monster.
Oh, he has. Stop the ball. He has. Stop the ball.
Missouri with a chance here to share it. Oh, look at that. He stole the ball away. He just took that ball away like robbing a baby.
Watch.
Robbing a baby. In pass. Oh, we have a man down. The basket does not count. And that would, Nathan Caruth, who has 14 points, did not get his next 2, but he does have the ball out. Nathan Peltz has 8. And as I said, Evan Thorne has 12 from the field, and 3 from the free throw, and for 15. And who was that who put that in? Is that Nathan?
Yeah.
And here we go.
They seem to be in a real good flow on offense. What I will say about Missouri is they're on a little bit better flow on offense.
Yeah, it is.
And they've picked up their defense a little bit, and they're playing much better.
Oh, the ball is short. French did not have enough power on that one. And they were moving it right, and notice that they kept in number 22 that stayed in the game for them. Casey Adams is here.
And the thing about it is, Casey's already made a couple of good plays for him. Showed a little bit more composure than they had in the past. And it's tough when you're a little guy out there with 3 around you.
And like that.
Yeah, you're trapped.
He just trapped. He tried to force it. Look at that offense and a shot and a score. Evan Thorne off balance on one wheel, and he puts it in. And the score is 44-15. And you got to give Missouri the credit for this, and look at that. Nice and in. And a score! 2 points.
Yeah, great hustle by John Gilbert to get down the court to put himself in that position and help his teammates.
42-17. Yeah, you see that they've got to take advantage of those moments in time where they've got we'll put a little speed on there, open the court up, and that's a nice shot. Can't ask for any better than that. And we had Evan Thorne for another.
That was Nathan Caruth.
Oh, that's Nathan Caruth. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
44-17. And Nathan with the ball. Pass to Chris. Chris puts it back and up. And oh! Again, it does not go in. Oh, puts his old man down. Oh, I like that. Pop that chair back up.
Yeah.
Pass underneath. And Evan puts it in. You see this, we have a feeling that they're going to have a substitution. Thomas Averson's going to come in for somebody. I don't know why I have this feeling, but.
Oh, I think it'll be time for him to start spreading the wealth a little bit.
Yeah. And he's standing right in front of us, sitting right in front of us, waiting for opportunity. Chris with a shot. And.
Offensive foul.
No. Oh, boy. That's his 3rd foul.
That was a great call by the referee, though. He was obviously out of control.
Check. 3rd foul, and but he again he cannot make the baskets go in.
34. Who are you going in for?
Whatever reason,
You have to. One of the things about this game is you always have to be in control.
Who are you going in for?
0-0.
Thank you.
55.
We have a substitution. Nathan Caruth out, and number 34, Tim Thode. Is that it, Thode?
No.
Did you do that for me? Thank you. Sorry, sir.
A little bit of Tony Gonzalez saying, hey, he wants a little control.
Little control.
A little control here. Don't let anybody. We can't let anybody on this court. Oh, that was a good. Had me fooled. Under a lot of traffic here.
What do you got? Who do you got? Where you at?
Oh.
Well, one thing I like about Missouri and Steve Paxton,
Oh, a shot.
he has done a great job recruiting guards. Now he's got the same problem everybody else does, except for one or two. You got to go out and find a couple of trees to put in the middle of it. Give Mr. French some help, and then they're working their way into being more competitive every day. And it takes time. It's not an easy thing.
Shot is short. Minnesota with a thing, but they recover. Oh no! Missouri with some hustle, under a lot of pressure, and that is a foul on the hands.
White 30. White 30.
He protected the ball very smart there, so.
That's right. He made sure you had to reach around him and get him, and even if it didn't make contact, it looked like it did.
Yeah.
It's tough.
But his hand was covering the ball some, and so he was.
That's right.
He just won. 46-17 the score, in case you was wondering.
Ball
Oh,
pressure.
Garrett French with the ball. He has recovered it. On the right side, looking. Oh, a pass inside was intercepted, and here come the Mustangs. And a ran over, but play does not stop. Number 10 tries to. Oh, a steal on the other side. And oh, look at that nice athleticism. Little face. Little hand on the face.
White 14. White 14. Position fights.
Number 12 will be at the line if he's, or is it not a score? No,
Push
it's
to
not
get in
Steve.
front. Push to get in front.
It's Justin Seabrook.
Who do you got? Where you at?
Oh,
Well, as I was saying earlier, Steve's really done a good job. He's got a lot of good perimeter players that he's done a good job, and they're young. He's got that same age-old problem all basketball coaches having now. Where's the big guys? And hopefully he'll be able to get him one more big guy, and they jump right up into competition with everybody when they do that, because they're making strides.
oh, Chris passes off, up, and that ball nicely deflected. Mustangs retain control, but Missouri at least there. Talking about Steve Paxton, head coach, played at Wright State, and he started the program and has been coaching at Missouri from the last 4 years.
Right.
And you know, you have to give him a lot of credit. You know,
Starting from scratch, you're developing a lot of traditions and building a program. It doesn't happen overnight.
And
a lot of hard work and perseverance, and you take a lot of L's before you get to over the hump. And he's worked hard, and he's getting there.
And I don't know how the support is going there, because I tell you, from the outside, I don't know or not. But when I tried to find out information about the team, I finally found it not under the athletic program, but as a recreation thing.
Right.
And these guys are here playing and deserve to be listed in any athletic program in any university. And a long three-point shot! What a nice shot by Nathan Peltz for 3 points, and that's 49-17. And we have
I
a
agree with you, and you
32-point game here.
you'll find that most of the other universities that are involved, you find them in athletics. It's just the kind of thing you have to establish yourself, and it's a level of respect you have to earn, and they're doing that. It just takes time. They'll get there.
Yeah, they'll. But it also is going to take somebody paying attention. Up. We have a foul, two-shot foul.
Well, they'll get there. They're working hard at it.
With a block, 2 shots.
They're going to be Josh Brumfield coming in number 32.
You got it.
And we're not sure who he's coming in for, but we're going to see some of the subs from Mustangs coming in. Comes in for Christian Kunway.
Mustangs.
Chris is sitting out for a little while, give him a breather. He's been out on the court the whole time, and 14 minutes left, and ooh, in and out. But the rebound. Oh, Garrett French with some good hands on the ball, and says, no way are you going to shoot again right now. Makes some work for it.
Mr. French has really improved his game from the last time I saw him play, and he's getting stronger, and he's starting to get rid of that baby fat.
Yeah.
He's really becoming an athlete, and he's got those long arms. He's got a good build for the game, and he's really starting to pick up the little things. He just needs to be some help. It's hard to be in there by yourself when you're the only big guy.
Ooh, in and out. Shot.
Especially when you play a team like Southwest that has so many big guys.
Yeah.
We're in pressure. We're still, it's a 53, but we're pressure.
We're going to probably be seeing,
Keep going, keep on it.
Missouri's going to be,
There we go.
after they play this game, I think they end up playing the loser of the game we saw earlier today.
Right.
And, oh, look at that. Oh, Garrett misses it. I heard some slapping out there, but we won't say anything. Shot up, no!
They'll play Alabama.
Yeah, Alabama.
Alabama,
It's a tough
actually,
team.
they're another tough team that plays good defense that are really starting to get there, and fairly new program, several years old.
Yeah, we saw the Crimson Tide get hurried by that Edinburgh defense, but I think that'll be a different story when they have a chance.
Well, and you know, but they've played Edinburgh several other times, and it wasn't like that. They had a bad game, and Edinburgh had a great game.
Yeah, they did.
Edinburgh was, man, they were hitting on all cylinders, and
It's
hard.
Really fun to watch that.
Move the ball.
They're doing well. They got plenty of time here and keep the ball. Look at that. Nicely done.
Justin Siebert made a great play to get over there and cut that corner off, or it was a layup.
Yeah, there we go.
That was good anticipation by him.
53,
You gotta be blocking the lanes.
Now still pressure ball,
gotta close
pressure
them
ball.
down.
Ball pressure,
Oh,
ball
look at this.
pressure.
Long shot, and it is off the rim. That is not
Ball
good.
pressure.
Another one. Oh, no, it's a pass. And a foul. French at the line.
Yeah, Evan got a little out of control up there in the air.
Well,
Air gets a little thin up there.
all right, I love it. Here we go. We have a substitution coming in on probably on the second shot. Number 20, Jocelyn Fancy. And this will be the first woman we'll see out here on the court. And I like that. I think that's fun to mix it up a little bit.
And let me tell
If
you
you can
what,
play good enough to be out there, then you deserve to be out there.
that's exactly right. At the same time that this tournament is going on, the NWBA's Division III Nationals are going on in Columbus, Ohio, and the Division II Regionals, all four around the country, are going on. And there are several teams that are playing in both those tournaments that key players on the top teams are winning.
Well, I played basketball with women who could really play. And I watch women's sports. I go and see the USF women's team all the time.
Absolutely,
And I'll
absolutely.
tell you what, I wouldn't want to be on the court with those girls. They eat me alive. In my best day, they eat me
Some
alive.
good players.
You know what?
Absolutely.
All right, let's see what happens. Let's see what Jocelyn, what a pass to her. And the shot, and she scored! Whoa! Put her out there and puts it in, and I like it.
You bet.
I like it a lot. All right.
I always like to remind our executive director in the NWBA
Ball pressure, ball
that the best athlete in his family
Score!
wasn't him. His wife played at Southern Illinois University and was their career leading scorer, Kelly. And she is a great player.
That was John Gilbert with the score, and it's 51-20 with 31 points, 11 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game. And look at that layup, and it's in. He found a hole, scooted around everybody, and laid it up in it. Can't ask for
Good
better
chair
than that.
movement. You're okay.
You're all right, don't worry.
Yeah, good chair movement.
Side of your chair,
Nate has real good anticipatory skills.
Yeah.
You know, he's one of their older guys that have been around and has the experience. He's played at all levels.
Side of your chair, side of your chair, push to get in front.
I think
Get
Missouri's
out
played
on
a
it.
much better game, and maybe it has to do with some of the substitutions. There's a foul. There's a few pants reaching in there, so number 34, I think. 32.
Well, you know, one of the toughest things for these programs to recruit, especially the newer programs that it takes a while to establish, is depth.
That's it.
You
Yeah.
can't play this game with just 5 players. So the teams that go, they're 6 through 9 players.
Nice and easy, cross.
That decides a lot of championships.
Squeeze that ball.
Certainly, you're right about that. You know,
Give him a post.
when you get to be that good. All right, we have a foul. A little bit of an offensive sort of foul going on there, and Missouri recovers. And
Your
we
girl
have
Jocelyn got a little aggressive on her pick there and got called for an
Jeff
offensive.
Garden in for number 34, Tim Stode. And we have Jeff Garden from South Bloomington, Minnesota.
Yeah. He's another one of the...
French with the ball up and in! Yes! Tigers with another score there.
Mr. French is really starting to up his game.
Yes, he's started to do it.
He's getting there.
It's a 31-point game. I don't think we're going to see him come back and win, but we want to see him put on a good show here. 10 minutes left, 53-22. And Jocelyn with the ball, passes over. Moving the ball, Mustangs looking for an opportunity, someone to give them a hole if they can go in there. And there it is. Nice shot up and in, and a score. That was nicely done. And that was...
Well, I think one of the things you'll always see is any team that somebody like Lou Shavers, these guys have been lucky enough to get to play for him a year, they don't miss their layups.
Yeah, that was number 23, John Gilbert, who answered Tom Sabertson on that, and it's 55-24. Yeah, Lou Shaver, not here today. Orwelland doing the coaching. He's doing a fine job.
Yeah.
Going for 14.
Yep.
Okay, we're
Going back in?
more. No rest for the weary there, huh? Right next to us is Chris from Malvern High originally. Okay. Went to Lawrence High.
He's coming out.
There you go, a little banter with the, big man. Okay.
That's right.
So,
well, it's always a pleasure to talk to Christian. He's an intelligent young man and a pleasant young guy that you like to see in the game.
I like that. Yeah, we have another. We have a substitution of the other woman on the Minnesota team, and that's number 22, Katie Kiffmeyer, coming in, and also we have Chris Cunaway back in. So let's see what Katie brings into this game.
There we go, Mustangs. Talk it up.
Okay.
Be a leader, Chris.
Look at the way they set up their defense at the key, the top of the key.
That's commonly known as the teacup. It's probably the base defense that 75 to 80% of the teams play nationwide.
Gotta move, Kevin, gotta move.
It's a base defense that all the coaches in the national team program that we teach as a basic defense. That
Now this is it more used as a zone, or is it?
no, it's more used as a man, but it's what you're doing
Look
is
at this, one shot, Chris. Again, Chris cannot buy that basket.
when you set that defense up, you're trying to get them so that you dictate where they go and you try to control their offense
you
instead
close
of
the
them.
middle.
Exactly.
And you close the middle.
Exactly.
There's a nice basket there by Missouri.
You watch as they set up, they'll fill out the crown and they'll go with each player as they go.
Come on up.
Nobody gets a break. Everybody gets picked up, see?
You could have a mismatch, but that's about the worst of it.
You're going to have an occasional mismatch. But even with a mismatch, the bigger guy is still on the outside and has to find a way to get a pick to get inside. So it's still to the defensive advantage, even if the defense has the mismatch against them.
Well, that was a nice move there, covering, anticipating where
And it's the same theory all the way around.
they're causing them to use up all their time. The shot, again, he does not
And
make
take a
it.
very long, hard-to-hit shot.
Yeah, a big man shooting from out of the three-point line.
Right.
Twice he's done that, twice he's missed. And it looks like they decided to bring Evan Thorne back in and bring a little bit more stability to this offense.
Well, a little more height and attacking ability.
Yeah.
Balance your space.
The muscle, as we say.
The muscle that we. Chris with the ball, being the point guard. Oh, look at that. Nice defensive thing. And I'll tell you what, it looks like Missouri got the ball.
Yep, they're
I see
playing
that.
hard. Like I said, that's the one thing I really like about Missouri. The best thing you see is they play hard every second on the floor. Their coach has always got them working, trying to improve.
But we're seeing a lot of heart and soul here.
That's
They've
correct.
got 28 points and they've worked at it. In spite of
See, they're
some
bringing all the
hard stuff.
reserves back in now.
Oh, the shot does not go in for French. But Missouri still has the ball. And it, oh boy, it just will not fall in there, but they still have the ball. Another chance here. They bring it into French.
Side of your chair, side of your chair. Here you go, Chris.
Okay, he
Easy,
covers
Chris.
it.
Easy, Chris.
Don't reach.
That's right.
Looked like he almost fouled him.
Side of your chair, side of your chair.
Up on the ball. Chris hung in there. And, oh, look at that, Missouri. What do we have? We have a stop play.
In the middle of the play.
I'll tell you what. Missouri with some tough defense, hanging in there and under a lot of pressure from Chris, and they still they managed somehow to recover the ball. Didn't give up on it.
Well, that's one of the things about them, both squads. And you'll find pretty much all these kids at the intercollegiate level, they're so hungry. You know, they don't want to let any play go. They're going to work hard every second they're on the floor. They're going to give you everything they've got.
Oh, yes!
That's Casey Adams.
Casey Adams.
Leave him alone, and what does he do? He drills it.
Yes. A
He's a good young player. He's a good young upcoming player.
6 man, probably be starting maybe even next year. We'll see.
Maybe.
And it's an answer no, but 55-31. I'll tell you what, they brought it down a little closer. It's 24 points here.
Yeah, well, they're running out of time. Oh.
Look at this. 3 on 2. And they find the open man. And they do, and they score. Nice pass there to find the open man. And is that
That's Mr. Gilbert. He's in the right spot at the right time.
He's been doing that, and it's nice to see that.
Yeah, he's a good player.
5 minutes and 34 seconds. You're on xable.com. Rob Rowan and Patrick McCoy, my color commentary, doing a great job here, and we're really enjoying seeing this action and seeing the heart and soul of these two teams out there trying to do their best. And the best is coming yet. We still have to see Wisconsin, Illinois, Texas, tough teams out there. And the shot is in and out. DeRuth with a rare miss. And here come the Tigers. In transition. Can he shoot? And he does. And oh, it just puts a little up there. And DeRuth is going to probably make this nice, easy layup. It's an easy score. 57-33.
Great baseball pass lead by Evan.
I know.
Perfect pass. Good timing.
Oh, try to cause a little offensive foul there, but it's a good placement there. Garrett French looked for the open man. Under a lot of pressure. Up to the top of the key. The shot is up and it's no good. But again, with the ball again. John Gilbert with a shot. 3 points. No, but it was a nice try there.
Well, it's a nice try, and those are the kind of shots as they get going with somebody underneath. But as they start hitting those, then they're going to give the
They'll have some rebounds too, offensive rebounds. Seen that be a key to this game. Look at that, easy shot, easy score. Number 33 finally puts one in, Jeff Garden.
Jeff is a CP athlete who is also a rugby player. Plays quad rugby, so it's quite an accomplishment for him to be able to get out there and keep up at this level of athlete, being a quad with his arms affected the way he is. Yet he's out there working hard. And he's got more heart than anybody out there, probably.
That was Garrett French. We want to give him the credit for that basket. Yeah, I have to appreciate that. I know it's a different experience out there. Look at this.
Nice play, John Gilbert.
Bringing the ball up under a lot of pressure. Pass across court. Finds. Oh, look to the top of the key. Garrett French. They're moving the ball nice now. Moving the ball nice. The shot is up and in. Nicely done. And that was that Casey Adams again. Coming in, there's that offensive catalyst that Steve Paxton said he brings off the bench, and you have to give him credit for that.
Yeah, he can. He's a good shot. He has good mechanics. He knows how to get open. He's not afraid to take the shot. He doesn't get intimidated, even when the big guys are at him, and he's one of the shortest guys in the chair on the floor. And it's difficult when you're that size and you get in there amongst the trees to be able to get the shot off. He not only gets the shot off, he shoots better than 50% from the field, and he always takes good shots. There's no wasted effort or stuff you just throw up to get rid of the ball. He doesn't do that.
We're looking forward to seeing a lot of him then in the future.
I think you will, and I think you'll see him play better and better. He's done nothing but improve from his time in the juniors all the way up.
He's a sophomore, so he's got I guess his last year will be next year, right?
No, he gets in wheelchair basketball. You get 5 years of eligibility.
So you can play even after you graduate.
You can play. You get 5 years of eligibility, so really what you get is like 2 senior years or 2 freshman year, whatever you want to call it. But
okay, so junior, he's got juniors and 2, so he'll be 3 years perhaps and more on the sport.
Yeah, he's got the time.
Look at that. Under a lot of pressure with a big man, but he still puts it up, and it is not good. French with the rebound, puts it forward, but not good enough. Oh, look at that heads-up play there.
Take that ball.
Position.
Bring the ball to a stop. Bring the ball to a stop.
And in! And one! Nicely done.
That was really a wonderful play right there.
Yeah.
There are angles that they cut to the basket.
I think that was Evan Moser who made that
Yes,
basket.
it was.
And,
but the angles that they cut to put themselves in the proper position, it was beautiful to watch.
He's like they call the platoon 5th man, and he's known more for his defensive skills, but that was something he used a lot of
but he has he doesn't shoot the ball that much, but he has wonderful form when he does shoot the ball.
Well, that's, you know what, you leave a guy like that open, think he's not going to be an offensive threat, he'll put in that basket.
He'll get you every time.
Yeah. All right, the pass. Wow, it was a very dangerous pass. But he found him. Ruth with the ball. Passes off. The shot. Up. Nathan misses. And, on the line, I think it's Missouri ball. We have 2 minutes left in this game, just about. It's a 19-point game. Southwest Minnesota showing its good shooting, a lot of good defense.
The ball to stop is hard to understand.
But I'll tell you what, Missouri has certainly showed 40, making it 19 points, scoring 40. They have to feel good with themselves.
You'll notice in the second half, their passing hasn't been quite as daring.
No.
They've made better passes, more precise passes, and they haven't taken near as many chances. I have to talk about from this Mustang team, we need to pick someone to ask to do a little post-game interview, and there's quite a few people you could choose there. And even though he hasn't scored, Chris has been a phenomenal defensive, and I would have to give him a definite nod on that direction. But then you have some great scoring from Nathan Caruth, Evan Thorne, Nathan Peltzer, any one of those guys. Any of those guys. Christian has done a wonderful job on both ends of the floor.
He's had a lot of good defense, got a lot of good things. He hasn't scored for him, but his defense has really been probably the key factor, I think, for all the turnovers. And so
he's changed so many shots. He's stolen 4 or 5 balls where they've tried to put the ball up away from him, and he's so big and agile, he can just reach over and take it. So he's kind of changed the way they play offense. But as you say, they have so many good players. And any one of them, I'm sure, would be willing and would love to talk to us and figure out whatever you'd want to ask them. And every one of these kids has had their, every one of them, including the ones that haven't scored a lot, have made such a defensive impact and affected how they played the game. And as a coach, myself, I appreciate the defense more than the offense.
Oh, there's that turnover there. Chris and the shot. Oh, look at that. Oh, the foul. I think he thought he had on nothing but ball.
Part of that, as you get more experience, you learn that you really don't need to do all that arm waving. You just need to reach up there and tap the ball, and then you don't get those fouls. A lot of that, he might not even make contact. It just looks bad.
Yeah, no.
So referees automatically
And the
call it.
basket is good, and that's Caruth with another basket. Well, let's have Chris be the one.
That'd be great.
I mean, just for the defense. So I'm a defensive person
There you
when
go.
it comes to that. And I'll tell you what.
There you go.
You got to shoot. You don't always make the baskets. You got to keep the pressure. You got to make them think you're going to shoot. That opens up your other men.
That's right.
And that wasn't what he brought to the game today, but his defense was just phenomenal.
What do you got? Talk
Well,
up.
look at them. They're not doing anything near him. They wait until he's out of the way before they want to shoot anything.
Oh, there we go. 20 seconds left, 61-40. Minnesota has basically all the time they need to take the last shot. Let's see what they're going to do. This is always something you want to practice to do. Could be the big point of a game. And they pulled everybody back. They try to open it up. They're down to, they're not even going to take the shot. And that is the end of the game. 61-40. The Mustangs of Minnesota over the Tigers of Missouri. We saw a great game there, and what can you say? A lot of heart and soul out there. And we're going to be right back with our player of the game, and with me is Patrick McCoy. And so stay tuned and come back in a minute and catch us all. This is Rob Rowan at xable.com, brought to you by United Spinal Association.